What are we gonna name it?
Break it down the political landscape. This is KQ Truth for you. Political honesty rooted in God. This is KQ Truth for you.
Good evening. Welcome to KQ. I'm Ken.
I'm Kevlon.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. This is KQ the Truth for you.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to KQ. I'm Kevlon.
And I am Ken.
Hallelujah. We are here again from the mean streets of Montgomery, Alabama, where the truth must reign once and for all. So we are talking to y'all tonight about the current state of affairs, as we always do. Ken, I'm sensing that there's somewhat of a maggot meltdown going on. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yes. You were asking before the show what the title was, and as it happens, it's called As the Magaverse Tumbles.
Okay. Well, I like that title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty
and
good.
I'm not one to gloat, but political facts just are political facts. So we must act as if the facts are happening. And we are getting off to a ruckus start with this campaign. And the better and better the Kamala team shows themselves to be a cohesive unit with good planning, smarts on their feet, and genuine, authentic politics, the more the maggots seem to melt down, man. They're starting to get real ornery over there, Ken. I don't know what to say about them, man. Somebody might need to give them some Benadryl or something to help them sleep.
Yeah, buddy. They're going to need a little something, man. They've been having... they've been having meltdowns. Trump has been absent from the campaign trail as well. You got his eyeliner, his manliner sidekick running around putting his little speeches on, but Big Daddy ain't been seen. He hadn't been on the scene at all. Not much at all.
Yeah, I think he's sick. He's sick though. JP Mandel on Kamala Harris. He sent him out to the tarmac. You know what I mean? They're going stalking on the tarmac because I don't think Trump had the nerve to do it. So he sent this little puppy out there to do it. And
well, I guess his internet did a little weird thingy there. Let's see what we got. Hey, man.
Yo.
Your signal's a little weak over there, I think. I don't know. You're breaking up, then you disappeared.
Am I here?
Yeah, you're here now. You're back. Everything was wonderful now.
Let's roll, man. Stuff happens.
That's right, baby.
He actually showed his behind up on the tarmac with Air Force Two. I don't know what he was trying to do. He when the camera showed him, they said he said that he was there checking out his future plane, is what he said.
Oh, wow. He sent him out to spy.
Or to stalk. You remember how Trump was stalking Hillary during the campaign?
Yeah.
During the debates. Yeah, that's what he was doing with he sent this guy here to do that stuff, man. Them dudes, and they swear up and down they not weird, man. Who does that?
My goodness, you just see some eyeliner eyes just pop up behind Kamala, come up from the ground.
Don't sit close to the wing because you're holding on to the wing. Man, what kind of craziness.
While all of that craziness is going on at the same time, man, we got some stuff going on the Kamala train. It's looking kind of snazzy over there.
I'm telling you, couldn't have picked a better VP. And you can tell when the nerves start unraveling inside of all those maggots if you just go to our Facebook page, because what you see is just a bunch of drive-by nonsense going on. We're gonna show y'all an example of one, and we'll go ahead and tear it to shreds real quick. It ain't gonna take us nothing but a second, but people starting to really feel the burn a little bit there. Now this guy, strangely enough, has the same name I do. He must be one of those offspring or something. But it says the only selling point for Democrats is hate for Trump, not a good candidate. Democrats aren't voting for their candidate, they're voting against Trump. Well, first things first, the golden rule for politics is mind your own dang business. Whatever reason we decide to vote for our candidate, that's the reason we decide to vote. You can like it or not. Don't have nothing to do with you. You need to be sitting over there wondering why the heck you voting the way you voting.
Right. Yeah, trying to blame us because those crowds are so nice and large and snazzy. And they look like they're having a really good time too. That's the thing, man. Everybody looks happy and yeah. I tell you, man, it looks totally different when you see a Trump rally. It's kind of dreary and dead like. It's
they sad, and then they got the same sentiment. This dude, they sitting around with sucking on sour apples. Only reason they all want to vote for her is because they hate Trump. First of all, don't nobody care about Trump. Trump ain't even important enough to hate. We just don't want him being president. You see, some people have common sense. They don't want a felon to be their president. Call me crazy, but that's just not something that I dreamed of. One day, this country's going to get a great leader, and by gosh, he may have 34 felony counts. I mean, come on. That's not what we're hoping
34 felony counts for fraud, nonetheless.
Convictions, my bad.
Yeah,
Convictions.
They're getting ready to open up their dang own cryptocurrency, man. They got a cryptocurrency. Don Jr.'s been promoting it.
Right.
The family cryptocurrency on top of them snazzy shoes everybody been getting with the fight on the side. Dang on NFTs, they've been hawking. He's got golden hats that he's been signing. He did Bibles and then put all kinds of government documents in the back as if you're supposed to mix the two. Just all kinds of stuff, man.
Don't get mad at us because we don't have a candidate who suggested disinfecting injections or said that or bragged about sexually assaulting people of the opposite sex. Don't get mad at me because I don't have a president like that who got convicted for fraud and who had to pay $25 million right before his last inauguration for a fraud case with Trump University. Don't get mad at me because we don't have that type of candidate. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad at me because my candidate didn't break out a Sharpie and take it to a weather map. Come on now.
Right. Yeah. We just I just like her. She's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you make sense of this next sentence? Oh, not a good candidate. Okay, first of all, what maggot is going to think Kamala Harris is a good candidate, or any Democrat is a good candidate? Zero of them.
Yeah, they put them all in the same bucket.
Yeah, if they're not Donald Trump, as far as they're concerned, there's nobody out there as good as Donald Trump to them. That's how cults work, you see. So obviously, you're not going to like our candidate. We're not surprised, but that's fine. And
absolutely.
Absolutely, we are voting against Trump as well. We like our candidate, and we are voting against Trump. That's the fact. We do not want Trump as the president. We'll get to why in a little while towards the end of the video. But for right now, speaking of that large crowd, man, whew.
Yeah, buddy. Let's see what they talking about over there.
These people hyped.
Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
Man, it's kind of a few people out there, I think, man. That looks a little larger than them little tiny little crowd Trump been pulling, man. 100 people.
I'm telling you.
About 100 people.
I mean,
this is the same 100, following them all around the country with wearing about $7,000 worth of MAGA merch and complaining that the economy sucks.
Right. They done traveled in their big giant RV full of that good petrol.
Yeah.
So eat your heart out. And you know how crowd conscious Donald Trump is. He got up there today. He was yapping today, talking about how the good speech that Dr. Martin Luther King gave, that speech didn't even have the type of crowds that he has. he came out, he said that today.
Wasn't that literally a 2 million person march? Martin Luther King did it like literally 2 million.
He filled up the Washington Mall, okay? And Trump, he can't even just let that sink into him that somebody other than him had a huge crowd ever in one day ever. You know, I mean, he put himself up there with Martin Luther King with the big crowds. I mean,
all right, let's get
what's
some
wrong
of this.
with this dude, man?
Yeah, this next clip is lady here is fact checking a lot of the stuff Donald Trump's been espousing lately. Let me
No,
put that
not
up.
lately, not just lately, but today in the same speech that he said that his crowd was bigger than the I Have a Dream crowd.
Lord.
Here's the fact check to that whole speech. He sat up there yapping for over an hour.
Trump.
This is still.
Kamala Harris did pass
Thank
the bar.
God.
She was the Attorney General of California. He said she wants to take away people's guns. She just named a running mate who is a gun owner and a hunter. She said Josh Shapiro, who was not named as her running mate, was not popular. In fact, he is, for as long as polls have been taken on favorability of Pennsylvania governors, the most popular governor ever in that state.
Ever.
Some of the other things he said, asked by Garrett Hake, I think, which is a very important question about why he thinks she is winning. He said she is a woman, although earlier suggested that she was not winning. In fact, when he said that her campaign is crashing, not true. Her campaign has set fundraising records. She is getting very loud and enthusiastic crowds, and
Huge.
she has been gaining in the poll. This is a race that remains too close to call, but when you look at the trends, clearly the trends are with Kamala Harris. And then he said he was not complaining at all about Kamala Harris being the nominee instead of Joe Biden. And then he went on to suggest that it perhaps was unconstitutional and called her campaign not only crashing, but said she was barely competent, nasty, and clueless, keeping up what has been a tradition with Donald Trump. All the names that he called Hillary Clinton when he was running against her in 2016, suggesting now that he actually was going to protect her or somehow protected her from prison, when in fact, and this is something he has tried to walk back, but it's on tape, starting in 2016, he said often, lock her up, led chants that were about lock her up. When it was fact-checked by USA Today, they called him saying that he didn't say that, a ridiculous attempt at revisionist history. So those are just a few of the things that we...
I mean, those are just.
Yeah, that's just a few of
By the way, let me introduce to y'all who don't know, this woman here is the wonderful Randy Rhodes. She is one of our long-term, have been listened to political analysts, and she does a good job of putting stuff together. So I just wanted to let y'all know where that clip came from. Watch her show, randyrose.com. Go check her out. But that was just a quick rundown, a litany of all of the BS he was out there spouting today. The musings of the unhinged is what I call it. He's losing it. He don't know what to do with all this Kamala momentum going on. And he's out there flopping around and flailing around, trying to get the spotlight back on him. And he's going to his mainstay, which is to lie and bloviate.
Yes, absolutely. All right, here's the final one, and then we'll wrap up. We got one more Randy Rhodes again.
Yes,
she went on a
indeed.
beautiful diatribe today, and I thought we would share.
Thank you. Thank you.
But here's what you can Google. Google the unemployment rate when Trump came into office. The economy that Obama handed to Donald Trump. Now, you got to remember, Obama inherited George W. Bush's crashed economy. Unemployment in this country when Obama took the oath of office was 10%, more or less. Okay, it was over 10%. I don't know what the point was. It was either 10.6 or 7. Okay, but the unemployment rate was 10 when Obama came in. When Obama left, the unemployment rate was 4.7. 4.7. That is what he handed to Donald Trump. He handed Donald Trump an expanding economy, a growing economy, fewer people without health insurance economy, an economy where home prices were stabilizing, where people could afford to buy a house, where GDP growth was about 2.6% year after year through the Obama years. Okay. Wages had gone up on average $5,000 per person, $5,000. Under Donald Trump, wages went up $1,400. Obama clearly did a better job ripping us out of the jaws of defeat that W left us in. Trump did the same damn thing. When Trump left, he inherited an unemployment rate of 4.7. When Trump left, the unemployment rate was 6.4. You know what it is today? 3.5. GDP under Obama, what I say, 2.6. It was the same year out over year for Donald Trump. Same thing, 2.6. It was Obama's economy. That's what Trump had. Under Trump, home prices went up almost 30%, though. Yeah, home prices went up 30%. The trade deficit, remember how hyper he was about, oh, these bad trade deals. The trade deficit went up 36% on Donald Trump's watch.
Ooh.
36%. And you know why things started to get more expensive? Because you were paying for the tariffs on home prices, for steel, for rebar, and all that crap, okay? The
Pause
debt, American debt was.
Yeah.
I just wanted to admit this real quick. Not only did the trade deficit cause us to pay more because of tariffs, but he also had a trade war with China and ended up destroying the soybean and corn and all of the trading from our farmers going on out of China. He messed up that supply chain because of his stupid trade war and ended up having to bail our farmers out with taxpayer dollars to the tune of about 26 billion that he shot over to the farmers in Iowa and all in the heartland. So that was another fallout from his trade war. He's such a great deal maker, you know.
Yeah, most of that money went to the huge commercial farmers that own all of the industry, basically, anyway.
The monopolies.
Yes, his buddies.
14 trillion when Obama left. When Trump left, it was 21.6 trillion.
The debt.
21.6 trillion. The murder rate when Donald Trump left was the highest it had been since 1997. It's now down by 26%. Trump's economy lost almost 3 million jobs total at the end. I mean, there was one point where we had 20 million people just totally unemployed because he froze in the face of COVID. And he just thought it was a reflection of him and the job he was doing, so he denied it was happening and said, slow down the testing, slow it down. That's why we have so many cases. If you live in Appalachia, I just want you to know, under Donald Trump, coal production declined 26.5%, and all the coal jobs that were left, and there were very few, declined by 25%. 3 million Americans lost their health insurance coverage. And again, under Obama, income grew $5,000 per person. Under Trump, it grew $1,400. So who had the better economy? And who has the better economy? Now, if the cost to produce things like food has gone way down, and it has, but the prices of food haven't gone down, why are you blaming the President of the United States instead of the conglomerates that own food production in this country? Or the grocery stores that are gouging you? And wouldn't you want a candidate who knows how to do an anti-gouging piece of legislation? A windfall profits tax, which would de-incentivize gouging? Wouldn't you want somebody who's a trust buster, who has fought and won anti-fraud cases? I say you would. I think you'll be so happy. Just let us choose.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, thank you, Randy. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Randy. That's that girl beautiful, man. She be getting it down, putting it down, man.
Yeah, we challenge y'all. Fact checker, go in and find out where she's wrong. Put the lies in the comments, because I know y'all think she's just lying and making this stuff up, but you'll find it to be accurate.
Yes, you will find, because she did her homework. Trust and believe. Homework done. Yeah, I trust her. Hey, man, it's been a great evening out here in this Montgomery town, man. We just gonna shut it on down. Tell y'all, hey, happy good day. Friday's coming. Love, peace, hair grease.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what to do. Like, subscribe, share, tell a buddy, send it to somebody. You know what to do.
Happy days are here again.
Want to take you a doodly doo. Can you dig it? And all I wanna do is just listen to you. Politics 70.
Double hand feature.
You can. Want to take you a doodly doo. And all I wanna do, you wish just listen to you. Take you politics 72.
Show me what democracy looks like.